Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Mannerisms play a big part in being attractive to women. And I'm laughing because as I was about to start, I had a hiccup. Still got one a little bit. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Anyway, mannerisms play a big part in being attractive to women. Play a very big part. See, one of the things you have to understand, what makes a man attractive to a woman is not just his physicality. Plays a major part, but also his behavior, his mannerisms, how he's behaving on two different levels. How does he behave when he's out and about, and even his sexual mannerisms. I'm gonna get into the sexual mannerisms thing in a second, but first, just your social mannerisms. How you carrying yourself? Okay, you can look good. You know what? You let the barber bless you. You got your teeth fixed. Yeah, you make sure your face ain't busted out with acne and all that. So everything good. Everything good. You hitting on beard game. Shoes. You been hitting the gym and everything. You got that drip right. Everything. Okay, that gets them over there. But what if they get over there and you behave in an effeminate manner? Or what if you behave in a nervous manner, an insecure manner, and everything? If you hear something in the background, it's raining when I'm recording this, but part of the show goes on. But anyway, what if you behave in such a way? What if you behave scared, nervous? What if she see you as real fine, but you act like you scared to approach her? And then even when she come around you, you don't say anything. You acting scared. Or even when you talking to her, are you looking her dead in her eye, or you looking down, you looking away and everything? Or you acting nervous or jittery? Or even part of your mannerisms, even how you speak. Are you speaking with a firm voice? Or are you like, well, yeah, well, if we do, oh God. You know, you nervous, you tongue-tied. I've actually seen that. Seen some guys get tongue-tied. They can talk shit all the time until they get around that fine woman, then they get tongue-tied. But that turns her off. See, women by nature. See, men, we'll just look at a woman's physicality. That's just us. Man, she got a fat ass, we good to go. And yeah, they looking at your body, they're looking at your face, body, and all of that, and all the physicality of your height. They looking at all that. Okay, that gets them over there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How are you behaving? And that affects it just as much, because they'll say, well, yeah, he looks good, but his mannerisms, you know, he's nervous. You know, even like with that thing talking about nice guys. Nice guys ain't just some ugly dudes. There's a whole lot of like men who would be considered nice guys who women would call handsome. That show F-Boy Allen. Remember, half the males competing with self-identified nice guys, and you know they got a team of psychologists that's like evaluate before they even got on the show, was evaluating everything about them, probably even some stuff that they weren't talking about. So, but what was the difference? The mannerisms. Like if you're talking F-boy or a nice guy, only difference is the mannerisms. Once again, that show F-Boy Allen is a perfect thing. The only difference was the mannerisms. That's the only difference. You know, one might be like, you get some of the nice guys just more passive, didn't talk. That's a mannerism. Or the other, the F-boys, they were more aggressive, going after it. And indeed, it plays a big part even in sexual attractiveness. Now, I've seen some content creators, I don't have any issue with them, but they've talked about the physical side of sex appeal. I've talked about the physical side of sex appeal, so I can't have a problem with them. But remember, anybody who's really followed me, I talked about your attitude. What kind of attitudes you have towards sex itself. What type of attitudes you have towards women. That's just as attractive as well. Like if you have a manner in which you are kind of protective of women or show that you love women, the women pick up on it. Indeed, that can actually, mannerisms like that, or any mannerism really, could actually help with a man's physical attractiveness. If he look average, but you know what, he's very confident in how he carry himself. He's very masculine. I'm gonna get into that in a second. He speaks well, he looks at them. You know, He doesn't come off as nervous. That makes him more attractive to a woman. That makes him more attractive. And then that final thing, shoot, well, really, there's tons of mannerisms, but just being masculine. There's not enough talk about that. I mean, some guys talk about a masculine frame, but, you know, that behavior has to come from deep within. And trust me, women are looking. See, one thing with women, most women anyway, I'm going to say most women, there's some women still get caught up. Most women, when they are in dealing with a man, they looking at and feeling everything. They paying attention to every little thing. They are paying attention. You might not think, like, you might be that type when you're talking, you looking around, you're not focusing on her. You might think it's little, to her it's major. Or, you know, you have that slight nervousness in your voice when you're talking to her. She's paying attention to that. Even how you move and carry yourself. If you walking just slow and no vitality, they paying attention to that. They paying attention to many intangibles. You know? So yeah, you can look good on the surface, but if you don't have those intangibles, they can be turned off. That's why a lot of guys who they'll say women call them ugly. It's something about their intangibles, their mannerisms. And then when we talk about that whole masculine thing, there's some men, they're not acting fully masculine. Like your mannerisms, do you have a grown man's mannerisms or do you have a little boy's mannerisms? I want y'all to think about that. You know, are you walking around like you in charge, like you an adult, or you walking around like a kid? One of the shameful things I've seen is you got some grown ass men walking around and they dress like and acting like they teenagers. You know? Because I'll just say, I don't care a good man, but, you know, if you're a grown-ass man and you walking around with your pants off your ass, that don't look good. That's not a good look. That's some kid stuff, let them do it. And that's a good look for a grown-ass man. But women are paying attention to it. So one of the things, especially if you want to really do better with women, take a hard look at your mannerisms. Take a hard look. Hopefully you can find somebody who can be, especially a woman, who can be honest with you about them. If you can find that, and they could probably tell you some stuff, just say, look, I can take it. You know, they might not want to, but just get them comfortable and say, hey, look, I need to know some things. They could probably say, well, you be doing this, this, and this. And this is why, you know, women having trouble wanting to get with you. Because this is what you're giving off, the way you are acting. Very important. And the beauty of it is it's something you can control. It's something you can control. You can work on those mannerisms. They can work on them. There's only so much you can do physically. You know, like a lot of people always point out the height thing, and, you know, like I said, you can stand up straight and all that, but there's only so far you can go. Even with your face, there's only so much you can do with your bone structure. Yeah, you can cut your hair a certain way, grow a beard out a certain way, but there's only so much. You know, even some guys talk about, hey, you got to get down to 10% body fat. You might be endomorphic, and that will be extremely hard. There's just some people, they just going to carry more body fat no matter what. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but they just are. They ain't going to get super cut or veiny no matter what they do. On the other side, there's some guys, without the use of some serious steroids, they ain't going to get like big and, you know, muscular and all of that no matter what they do. So that you can only go so far physically, but your mannerisms, you got control over that. All right. So anyway, they play a big part. If you're having trouble, yes, definitely look at your physical aspects and fix that as best as possible. But pay attention to your mannerisms and try to get some feedback from some people whose words you can trust. All right. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.